Hey, sportsman John Bergsma. Hey, we had Matt Lieben from Slow Trolling jump in the boat with us here at Port Clinton, Ohio, and spend a day on the water with us. We spent a night at Bay's Edge Condos. Guys, you got to check that place out. It's awesome. Mark Kalick from Bay's Edge took us out in his Mark I charter boat, and we had an awesome day there too. Stay tuned. Couple of great half episodes put together to show you the best that Port Clinton, Ohio has to offer. You notice too, I'm laying my rod, guys, as Brett will show you, I'm laying my rod flat to the water with a bend in it, really good bend in it. One, because the fish is trying to swim to the other side of the boat. Number two, if you bring that rod tip way up over your head when you're bringing these fish in, they tend to break the water a lot earlier. You really don't want walleye coming up with their mouths open and wallowing, especially big ones. Now, Brett will show you we're about 25 feet away from catching this one, but I've kept him from breaking the surface, and in doing that, you know, we can have a lot better chance of actually getting him in the boat. Once I get him close to the boat and he digs and dives, then I'll go ahead and go overhead like right now. Yep, that's the second hit on that little purple dust. Yeah, that's a perfect fish. Look at that in the Lake Erie sunshine right there, just a beautiful fish.
How dark its fin is.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like a black fin. But this is what Lake Erie is loaded with right now, is just really good solid fish. This looks like about a 23-inch fish. It's long and thin, but I tell you what, that right there, that's a fillet that you want to take home and put on your table. Look at all the fish on the screen out here, just loaded. And what this is fish that were probably holding on the bottom this morning, and now they're coming up, and we want to see them in that 20-foot zone. We've got all of our baits 15 to 18 down. So when they get up to our baits, as they're rising up towards the surface, they're going to go through a gauntlet of baits that we're going to have out there between 15, 16, 17, 18. Once we quit seeing those 20-foot marks, we'll know then that they've gone past it. We start to lose them on our transducer, and then we know they're high. Then we'll go after them with 25, 35, 45, much higher in the zone. But that's what I mean by right there, by feeder fish coming off the bottom. You see right here on the graph, you've got fish laying on the bottom. That one's moved just off the bottom, and when we see them up in that 20-foot zone, it's game on. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, nice fish. Uh-oh, the black and lime green. So guys, I got that fish right here that I just caught, and I'm going to show you a great way to improve the taste and flavor of these fish. And that is that we're going to go ahead and take them a scissors and go ahead and cut through their gills. That will cause them to bleed out in the live well, and I run the live well on constant on. What that's going to do is when you go to clean those fish, the fillet will be bone white. You won't have any of the blood in the fillet meat. When you also clean the fish, you won't have blood all over your board, contaminating the flavor of your fish. So quick little thing, when you're going to keep fish, go ahead and keep a shears right in the boat with you. When you're about to put that fish in the live well, just cut 2 or 3 of those gills under his gill plate. It'll take care of that fish being the best possible taste quality when you go to cook them, and also they'll last longer in the freezer.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Angler QWEST, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
This one. Pop, and we'll show you, I'll have Matt show you that loop again one more time.
So I just do that twist method. Pinch it on the twist. And the easy part is you put the hand over the line through your hand. You can use your other hand to line it up. Make it real easy. Set that right back out.
I just popped that. Now that board, Brett will show you, comes in backwards. And it also clears the whole set. It drops back quicker. So there's two ways you can bring those boards in. You can just leave them engaged, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're running a mixed group of leads and you're trying to avoid tangles, that loop method is dynamite for keeping your stuff all set. I wanted to see if we could intercept some high fish. When you got fish coming up in the column, the last thing you want to do is get left behind. What I mean by that is be so concentrated on what worked for the last hour that you're not realizing that the fish are progressively continuing to move up. And so by doing that, by running one shallow bait, you know, maybe 20 or 30 foot lead shorter than your active baits that are catching fish, you leave a bait out there to tell you if some of those fish are actually getting into the zone where they're able to be caught. Sorry guys, he doesn't want to come up. Ooh, real good fish.
Really nice fish, John.
Yeah, he's taking drag.
Just digging.
Yeah, this is a good thing. You want to just take your time, don't hoist them. Boom. Bandit?
It looks like a bandit.
So that means a 50-foot bandit now caught a fish. That tells us something, doesn't it, Matt?
Yep, those fish are coming up even higher.
Yep. We've been catching fish at 90, but now all of a sudden a 50-foot bandit puts one in the boat. Same thing, they're a really ugly Domka custom. Puts a really, really nice Lake Erie walleye in a boat. So guys, we used a mix of different baits out here on Lake Erie. Now water temps in that mid-40s area, so a mix of different baits are gonna go on a daily basis. You're gonna wanna definitely have several different styles of baits as well as colors out. So yesterday in the nasty weather and probably this afternoon, this big DHJ 14, really gaudy colored bait will probably work good. We've got some pretty stained water. Now, most of today, we spent pulling a combination of chromes and purples with yellows. This is the Deep Reaper. This is a bait I caught a couple fish with early, and that's just, as you can see, very similar color pattern. Chrome base, orange belly, pink belly, purple top, you know, just good target beads. That's gonna work good. Yesterday and today, these three baits worked really, really well, and that is that either on a solid base or a chrome base. That's going to be seasick frog, styles of a seasick frog color, black head, black tail. This is Perch-tastic. This is a bait by Josh Wiles. He's a good local bait painter, and this has got, if you can catch that in the sunlight, it's got a nice flash, kind of a crinkle colored flash, really antifreeze-ish. Nice solid raspberry belly, purple top, great bait. This is a Domka custom. This caught several fish yesterday and this morning. This has just got a nice orange belly with the lines painted all the way through, just a splash of antifreeze and then some 3 purple target dots. Again, all on chrome. So when you're out here in this cleaner water like we are, we've got some stain. Stain is super important, guys. Don't go try to find clean water. Don't find muddy water. Find stained water. Fish slowly. 1.5 to 1.7 today seemed to be the target speed. And we were targeting fish. Our leads out were probably the most consistent leads out were 60 to 90 back on the bandits. And on the reapers, you refer to your precision trolling guide, but that's about 45 to 60 back on the deep reaper and 60 back on the big number 14 husky. So lots of good fish in that 20 down, 10 to 20 down. If you're looking for a zone to put baits in, that's it right there. Early in the year, most experienced walleye guys on Lake Erie will tell you, target that 10 to 20 down, over 30, 40 feet of water. If you're in shallow, of course, then you can shorten your leads up 10 to 25 to 30 back because you're going to be in, you know, that teens of water depth. But those are the real keys to catching fish here in the month of April and early May out of the Port Clinton, Ohio region. Only problem filming with a white shirt.
Yeah.
At some point.
You're gonna get a stain.
I'm gonna get blooded up.
20.
If you haven't stood in the back of the boat and netted a bunch of fish in your life, you're missing it. You got to start fishing on Lake Erie. Oh yeah.
Nice one too.
Yeah,
Really chunky.
Just like that. And that Lake Erie sun, it's got a purple top, it's got kind of an antifreeze side, it's got a glow to it and an orange belly. Almost can't get better than that, can you?
Nothing better.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Kraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary spin doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
We all want to keep moving, and we all need fuel to do it. Now, with the revolutionary Flo-Fast system, you can fuel up and keep moving from literally anywhere. Flo-Fast will pump or siphon an amazing 8 gallons per minute, so you can get back to what you do best. To find out more about Flo-Fast, go to flofast.com. Flo-Fast. Fuel up. Keep moving.
Hey, good morning everybody. John Bergsman here. Ohio water fishing with the Mark I charters out of Bay's Edge Condominiums. Just getting set up. Going to show you some very fun action from Lake Erie and hopefully expose to you a great option for your next Lake Erie trip. A group of charter boats, a condominium resort unit with the best accommodations anywhere on the Ohio shoreline. Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun, and we're also going to show you a bait that you can't buy yet, but you may want to start saving your pennies up to buy a few of these because I have a feeling they're going to be killer. Stay tuned.
And we got a double one.
A double. Hey, this is Mark Kalick. He's the owner of Mark I Charters and Bay's Edge Condominiums and Resorts right here out of Port Clinton, Ohio. We're having fun today. We're just getting set up. We're on a scow today. We ain't on no little boat.
Hey, we just got these boats, these rods in, our new baits. Look at this, 2 are ready. Very happy to be with you today too. Pleasure.
Awesome.
All right.
Doubling up on the
Double
first
up,
cast.
and we just got the stuff in. Hey,
I'll
Rick,
tell you what.
need a net there, buddy. Got an eater there.
There you go here, Brett.
This one's a little bigger here.
Yeah, Mark's got the big one, of course.
No, I ain't got the big one.
Fish
but-
hog. Oh, the hot purple.
Yeah, that
Hey,
dark
Rick, you
one's
said
been
that purple one was hot. Once we get this once we get this bait off, we'll show you just a nice, fun charter fish, we call this. We're hunting for some hogs, but really, guys here that come to Mark 1 just want a box full of this right here. Beautiful 18 to 22 inch Lake Erie walleye. Awesome. Are we keeping or throwing today, Mark?
We'll put some in the pot for dinner. How's that?
How's that? We got baits laying all over. It's craziness. Beautiful.
Rick, give me a little net there, huh?
I got the net.
Again, not a monster here, but I'm sure he'll eat in the Beersma family.
I'm sure he's gonna eat right there.
Okay, that's our nice average fish for this year. Okay, we're excited. We're catching a lot of bigger ones here up to now, but here's our summer fish right here. Just a nice solid 20-inch, 21-inch fish.
Let me show you this bait here that Mark has just been beating the tar out of him. Heck, half of these baits don't even have all the barbs on the hooks.
Yeah, I know, that one was a broke off. I saw that.
So this is a new Deadeye. It's gonna be a bait that Mark's gonna carry exclusively. And it looks a lot, it's gonna remind you of the profile of a bandit. But I tell you what, this has just some differences that are gonna make for an awesome bait here on Lake Erie. A little more pronounced rattle, a little bit beefier on the side of the head, so it's gonna give just a little bit different profile. Has essentially the same dive curve as a bandit, but I tell you what, we've got a load of them out, and we're hopefully gonna show you a whole bunch of Lake Erie walleye today. Stay tuned. 2 in the first few minutes. Tell you what, it's Mark's side that's hot again. It's a nice little fish. Perfect eating size there, Rick. Well, we're starting to work on an iced cooler here out of Bay's Edge.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease, simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch, online at DrottoProducts.com.
Fish on, big one. Well, that was fun. Sitting there minding my own business. All of a sudden the rubber band release just went boom. That's a bite. It's a great way to fish if you got a big group of guys and you want to get out. Mark and his boats, I mean, look at all the room that you've got on these boats. I mean, boat's got autopilot. This boat's got all set up. Mark's got multiple boats in his fleet, and the one good thing about that is that you get great information on a daily basis of where the fish are biting so that everybody stays on fish. And I think that's the key, 20 feet. Tell you what, he's not the biggest fish, but he hit it like a ton of bricks. Wow, that's the first one that had the bait in his mouth, Rick. Look at the way he hit that, just T-boned it right in his mouth. He did.
You know, John, and like as we teach, and this is what we all like to try to do is teach. Right now, we're catching these fish because I'm troughing these waves. Sometimes you got to change the direction, change your speeds, constantly always doing something. Here, why don't you reel that baby in? But always change your stuff, always do this, change your directions. But direction and speed are two very important things. Today, as we're doing a little film, I was trying to do Brett right by going just downwind because it'd be a little nicer. But now I've had to get in this trough a little bit, and all of a sudden, boom, and they're starting to bite a little bit. So don't be afraid to change.
And that can be critical, what Mark just explained to you. If you're going through marks and you know you're seeing other guys randomly or hearing on the radio they're catching fish and you're not, it's either your depth that your lures are at, or on Lake Erie with all the currents, like Mark said, it could be the way your baits are hitting that current, correct,
Exactly.
Mark?
Speed and direction. Those are my two things I'm always working on, speed and direction, two important things. Because every time people think, oh, trolling's automatic, it's not. It's still a lot of work and figuring it out. And then once you got it going, then you're a happy
Then you
camper.
mimic. Then you mimic.
Yeah.
Do the same thing over and over. Hey guys, you know, Bay's Edge Condominiums isn't just a place to stay. One of the things that sets this place in Port Clinton, Ohio apart from any of the other places I've ever been affiliated with is the fact that not only are the condominiums absolutely gorgeous, the grounds are absolutely immaculate. It's got a huge lake stocked with monster hybrid bluegills and striper and bass that you may catch and do catch and release if you happen to get blown off the water. And this is a big body of water that this condo is on, and it is awesome fishing out there. You just have to play catch and release. Now, when you're coming in for your stay, I'm standing here in this Bay's Edge Sport Shop. This is also an extremely convenient thing because right there on the grounds with you, you've got all your bait, all your tackle. If you have need of replacement crankbaits or line, anything. This is a full service place. They've got rod and reel spooling. They've got rod replacement. Mark has his own line of trolling rods, which is an excellent low-cost rod itself and very, very convenient. They've got trolling bags no matter what circumstance you face while you're here. The guys at Bay's Edge can take care of you. Now, they also offer great fish cleaning services. So you may either do your own fish at their self-serve fish cleaning area, or you can go ahead and drop your fish off. Let's say you're just tired of it and you don't want to deal with it that night. You want to go sit on the back deck of one of these beautiful condominiums, have a cocktail, and let the guys at Bay's Edge clean your fish. They can take care of that for you too. Perfectly cleaned, skinned, bagged, and refrigerated for you so that it's all just easy as pie. Bay's Edge Condominiums is a full-service place to stay here in Port Clinton, Ohio.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.